guess I can't blame you for that.
Acá o era acá.
I can get out of this.
Y ahora sí voy a ir acá. ¿Quiere que vaya? Ah, que sí, ahora caminito. Me molesta bastante. Yo pensé que hacer más cómodo tener esto. Punto de no.
Learned how to
¿Cómo llego hasta ahí?
run trackers and all that technology.
Déjate caer, no, déjate caer, no, no. No, me hizo aparecer acá. Decime que tengo las otras hogueras que me consiguieron. No. Hay gente mala en el mundo, Hay gente muy mala. Qué hijo de puta. B.
Scrabbling a bit.
Supongo que nadando, preguntando. Sí, que hay arriba. Ah, por acá.
I'd have to ditch something.
Day 11. I came out here to die. But instead of overdosing at Wyatt's cottage, I went out walking along the water. I was standing right here when the idea hit me. And the moment it did, I knew I had to do it.
Ok, bien. Tengo ya todo el observatorio. ¿Me queda algo? Coleccionables. Oh, tengo todos los coleccionables. Sí. Qué placer. Ah, el gato de sonido y todos estos para encontrar. Catálogo de máquina está completo. Sí. ¿Posta en un 7308? Bueno, ahora sí, o sea que lo que voy a sacar de acá son los calderos, los molleros, los tornacas, los de bandidos y los coleccionables los tengo todos, pero voy a tomar. qué me vine ahí? Si tengo que venir acá. Ahora sí, vamos a seguir.
Watch out for the outside merchants. They'll soon cheat you as look at you. It's not what you want from an own boy, but it's decent work, keeping the city safe. It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble. Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
Un momento, de verdad me estás pidiendo eso.
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers.
Hay que ser
And there's
siempre
only one thing
inteligente
left
en la
that can
vida
help.
para decir las cosas.
Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Qué buena música. Qué buena música.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
The Oseram family next door keeps me up all...
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family. You again. I never forget a face I've lost shards to.
This is the place? You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you!
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb?
It's
Doesn't
a
look
bomb,
too
all
big.
right. What, big enough to kill us?
All right. I'll shut up.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
Ay, tan tentador. Ay, dale, déjame
That's a
sacar.
lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
Ok, si lo intento desarmar. Activo la explosión.
If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
So, is that thing gonna go off?
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a Vob watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Did you hear that explosion? Have we been attacked by the Carja in Shadow?
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Candle burning, and that explosion wasn't on purpose. They heard that explosion halfway across the city.
Interest you in a reasonable... Might as well try to sell maize to the Utaru.
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts.
Ah, por acá.
This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. he tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Frío como el hielo, papá.
Can't be too prepared.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Carja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong.
¿Cómo te cabió, papá?
It didn't? I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
This'll help.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your...
Now. Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Something there.
¡Oh!
You're starting to irritate me. Can we finish this? I've got a Sangam to kill. I've led an army. Heroes and rascals. Assassins, nothing.
No, no te lo puedo creer.
She's coming for us!
Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting? This isn't over yet, wench. I've led an army. Against kestrels and ravagers, a savage is nothing. It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
¿Cuál era el plan B? El plan B.
Let's do this.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous Flinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you! These things, because there's more in the way. Ah!
Ay, qué malo que
those majestic, murderous Glinthawks. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
Stay down.
Cállate, Dale, cállate.
I hope you like fighting
Cállate,
these
ven
things,
acá, dale.
because there's more in the way.
Dale, dale, dale. Ay, no llegué.
grab this while I can.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Carja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, my father was very creative when it came to inflicting. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant.
I know who attacked the Nora. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons that...
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from her. When will the attack come?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare.
¿Cuál es el Debra? Le saqué el talla. ¿Esto es una misión? Sí. Entonces vamos a hacer una cosa, voy a ir acá y voy a guardar. Bueno, listo por hoy.